Marketing and selling are not the same thing. One thing is certain: when you sell, you have to prove your value. The cheapest product doesn't necessarily mean the highest sales. The best value doesn't necessarily mean the highest sales. Your role as a salesperson is to prove your value. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to prove your value. My name is Iyore. I've trained thousands of salespeople across several countries: Nigeria, Ghana, USA, UAE, Rwanda. I'm an author of several books and resources on sales, and I'm featured on lots of media platforms to talk about successful selling. I worked in an organization where I was going to target to sell to 20 high net worth individuals. I was able to bring in 21 high net worth individuals to the organization in a single month. I also participated in a sales competition where I won, and I was sent for the World Cup for an all-expense paid trip. I moved to another organization where I was able to double my portfolio by over 100% in just 11 months. I'm now the CEO of Ultravantage, and our specialties in Salesforce management, meaning we work with sales teams, partnering with the CEOs and team leads to help them optimize sales and get sales results faster and in record time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, marketing and selling are not the same thing. And you observe that the competencies for marketing and the competencies for selling are not the same. If you mix up marketing and selling, proving value will be very difficult. Because the aim of the marketer is to announce, is to create awareness, is to give information. If all you do as a salesperson is announce, create awareness, and give information, then there will be no basis and no opportunity to prove value. This means there will be no sales. Sales, on the other hand, is beyond creating awareness. Sales, on the other hand, is identifying needs by asking questions, then closing. Now, a salesperson, part of what you need to do in the course of identifying needs and asking questions is to make sure that you take the responsibility to establish your credibility. People do business with you, they know you, they like you, and they trust you. There are 5 steps, or when a prospect is trying to make decisions, he makes decisions in this order. In the prospect's mind, the prospect is thinking, do I like or trust you? Do I like your company? Or is your company a good match for me? He's thinking, is your product of good value? Does it meet my need? When can I make a decision? Can you see this? This is the order of the prospect's mind. Now, when you understand this, you know that you want to take responsibility to make sure that the prospect sees the value. Now, what is selling? When I'm talking about proving value, I want to give you a definition of selling right now that puts the value conversation in the context of the definition. Selling is not arguing. Selling is proving. Proving that what I can give to you is greater in value than what I'm getting from you. What does it mean to prove? To prove means to make a case using logic or arguments. Now, argument here is not the banter, it's not the fight. Argument here is laying your case down in phases, in steps. So when you sell, you must let the prospect believe that, Mr. Prospect, you are underpaying. Meaning you're getting more value than what you're paying for. I don't want the prospect to believe that he's getting equal value. No. I want the prospect to believe that he's getting greater value than what he's paying for. And that's why I said earlier, when you sell, establish your credibility. Now, how do you establish your credibility? There's several things you can do to establish your credibility. One of them is, there are several things, and I'm not going to talk about that now. But let me just give you, as I go into this process of proving your value, you'll notice that a lot of the steps help to establish your credibility. And you'll hear me talk about it shortly. But for this video now, and this point I want to make right now, the first thing you can do to prove your value is to have the passion and the conviction for what you're selling. I've seen people who, they don't necessarily have all the looks. They don't necessarily have the best packaging. But one thing they have the conviction for what they're selling. Conviction sells. Passion sells. Now, how do you develop this conviction? Understand what you're selling. Know your products well. When you know your products well, you understand your industry. Now, you may not know your products overnight. You may not understand your industry overnight. You can know your products overnight, yes, but your industry, maybe not overnight. Because at least you all went to school. You had to learn, you had to write exams, and a lot of times you even had to memorize quickly. for the exam the next day, and you went in and wrote the exams and you passed. So it's possible to learn a product overnight. But the industry is large. There are many things that are changing every day in the industry. And that's why personal development, personal study. Every day when you get to the office, go online, read a little bit about your industry or the industry you're targeting. You find out that it will gradually help you when you're face-to-face with prospects. Ladies and gentlemen, the little foxes destroy the vine. Meaning, the areas of weakness, the areas where you're not giving attention to, will be the problem. So if you've been selling and you don't even read about your industry, you don't read about your prospects industry, and you just go out talking about your products, you're missing something. That could be the missing link why the passion is not strong enough, or your passion quotient is not high enough. So increase your passion quotient. Learn about your industry. Learn about your products. Even when you're not selling, put your product on your mind. Even when you're not selling, think about how your product is helping people, how your product is changing lives. Think about in what other way can you talk about this product so that it will come out the right way. The more you think about your products, you think about what your job, the better and the more passionate you'll be. When you leave the office, don't drop your business, don't drop your sales in the office and say, I've left work, I'm going home. Take it with you home. You're not going to talk about it with your spouse, talk about it with your family, maybe not, but carry it in your mind. What are you doing? You're fueling your passion. See, the more these products and what you do stays on your mind, the more passionate you'll be. And in communication, 55% shows, 55% is body language, and body language is a reflection of your passion. So your passion is right, your communication will be improved greatly, and you'll be able to be more persuasive and get people to do business with you. So I want to encourage you this week as you go out, build your passion, and you find out that you'll be able to close sales faster and in record time. If you haven't watched the next video, please watch the next video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe here as well. Thank you much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. God bless.